When I think about drills, when I think about creating practices, sometimes I do make a comparison with the practices I had as a small kid by my coaches. And what always strikes me is that in some of those drills that some of us keep copying from generation to generation, well, actually that there isn't enough decision making in it. And maybe I can give one example. Back in the days, when we would work on defense, whatever we would do was full court. We had the slide drill, come here, open up, and slide. Zigzag over the court, and then at the end, we would play one-on-one. I think that's a drill that everybody in the gym here has done as a player. Well, why do I hate it? I'm not saying that my coach was bad, but I don't like it. Do you know why? Because I really think that that drill is one of the reasons why I always have players that are playing defense and they react on the offense, and right here, the player in offense, he wants to change direction. And what does our defense do? Open up and slide here. You want to change direction? Oh, I open up, let's go. Well, actually, in defense, that's exactly what I do not want. Whenever we work on the court, I never, ever want to work with pre-programmed drills, where players have to go from point A to point B and then have to do exercise D or whatever. That is pre-programmed. Well, why don't I like it? Because the game of basketball isn't like that. I think we can all admit that the game of basketball, that it is too complex for us as coaches to be on the sideline and to take every single decision. Don't get me wrong, that can be pleasant too, but I think in that case you have to buy a PlayStation. And I recently discovered playing NBA Live on the PlayStation. I'm not saying it's not fun, but it is not our job as youth coaches. I really think that there we have to do a better job. The only thing we can try to do when we work with kids, and especially today we're talking about under 14, what we need to do is to prepare our players to take the best possible decisions on the court. Learn them how and when to make a right decision, instead of making decisions for them, which what I mean is that situation, very likely it won't happen exactly like that on the court. And that's the problem. Because in basketball, every single situation is a little bit different. And therefore, it is impossible to prepare our players for every possible situation on the court. And actually, why that decision making, why it is so important, it can also be proven in a simple experiment. Can you come on the court, please? Without a ball. Well, actually what I want you to do is go in a basketball stance and keep your hand ready, okay? I will keep this stick here, and the moment I drop the stick, you try to catch it as fast as you can. If we will do this a couple of times, then you will see that actually it isn't very hard. Is it? No, not really. Now we do with the left hand. I will keep this stick horizontal, and you keep your hand like 10 centimeters above it. Same drill. Whenever I drop the stick, you try to catch it as quick as possible. And if we practice just a little bit, then also here, you will see that it is not incredibly difficult. If we do it a couple of more times, you will see that this player, I'm sure that he can do it. But actually, right now, our player, he knows how to do two possible actions on the court. The problem starts whenever he has to choose between the actions. Right now, I'm gonna drop one of the both sticks, and you can only grab the stick that falls. Okay, not the other one. What you cannot do is grab with two hands, okay? And you cannot grab with your right hand. Well, I don't want to play too long with sticks, but if you work on this and you just think about it, well, maybe this is the part in a basketball practice which we don't do enough. If you have to translate this into basketball, it's even more clear in offense. Action A, what is it? It is the crossover step to go to the basket. Action B, that is the open step to go to the basket. And maybe what we do in practice is practice for 10 minutes the crossover step, practice for 10 minutes the open step, and then we say, let's play one-on-one. But then I think we have forgotten something. Then we have forgotten the step to teach the player when to take which decision. And actually, in some way, then we are training our brain. And whenever possible, we try to integrate, or we have attention for food, we have an athletic coach, we care about psychology, we do all kinds of things, but maybe we don't train enough to take the right decisions. We don't train enough our brains. And that's actually the point I want to make. And I don't want to talk about offense today, but today I want to talk about our defense. Taking the right decisions in defense. And today I will show you a lot of drills where every single time I think the drill is game-like, the situation is game-like, and players, they have to take a decision. And that, for me, that's important. We're talking, to be very clear, today we talk about drills for under 14 players. And we will start from one-on-one, and we will build it up, and we will see different kinds of drills where we will work on that decision-making. Can I have 8 players on the court? First of all, to work on one-on-one, I don't think that always it has to be very complicated. The thing is, just put your players in the situation where they are in during the game. That is our job as a coach. First player, come towards me. First player, come towards me. I will smash the ball here. Maybe I will roll it. It will come somewhere on the court. Your job is grab the ball and put it in the ring. Okay? Play one-on-one. Start here, start here, start here. Make sure that you're ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Next. Grab the ball and go for your one-on-one. Go, go, go. Ball. Go grab it and play your one-on-one. Go, go, go. Play, play, play. Ready? Are you ready to play? If you stand like this. Grab it, go to the basket. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Good job. Okay. I think when we teach players to play one-on-one, we have to avoid the fact where actually we play one-on-one like we do in street ball, where we have two players on top, player in offense, player in defense, player in offense, we give him the ball, he checks it, he starts shaking and baking it and whatever they see in the NBA actually, and then they go to the basket. I don't know if that is the right setup to teach all one-on-one defense. I think what we need to do is go to an under 14 game and look to all the situations where a player plays one-on-one. And often I think we end up in situations like this. Under 14 basketball, that is a full court game. It is not a game where we have a lot of organized set plays on the top with a check and where a player has 5 seconds to fake and to drive and to jab step and whatsoever. I don't want that as a coach. If I'm the coach, I want the ball to move and on the catch, play in offense, and so I have to prepare my players for the defense too. Similar, the two players start here on the black line, you're right here, move your feet, watch in front of you, okay? The moment you see a ball, you play one-on-one. Look in front of you, head up, head up, head up, head up.